TLC. All right, we back.
I was listening to the Brilliant Idiots, and Charlemagne was like, I've heard him say it a bunch of times, but he was like, that Killer Mike album is the album of the year.
Yeah.
And I fucks with Killer Mike heavy. But I was like, damn, why haven't I listened to this album? So I sat down and listened to it. I was like, this probably is a rap album of the year.
As far as rap goes.
Yeah, as far as like just flows and rhyme schemes, dude. I mean, I've always fucked with Killer Mike. Even like when he first got introduced to us through Outkast and T.I. and all that shit. But that album right there, and I've listened to some of the Run the Jewels albums. I mean, I haven't like dug deep into them. I really like that dude LP too. But that album's dope.
They sound very similar. Like when a lot of their songs, they like bounce it back and forth or whatnot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
think LP makes all the beats, doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does for the Run the Jewels. I think he makes all the beats for that shit. An odd pair.
Yeah.
But they make it.
I thought the album was dope. Obviously, like if we're gonna critique it, I'm not qualified to critique his shit. He's like a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
My honest opinion after listening to it is, all right. I'll start by saying this. I think that I love that hip hop is like coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I like about this album getting so much recognition, is that I feel like it's kind of like where there's so much bad, shitty music going on that this album just like seems like it's way greater than it is in a sense. Not to take anything away from it. I think it is a great album and I think he did a really good job. But I didn't like, nothing blew me away. You get what I'm saying?
For real?
Like nothing blew me away.
Damn,
Like
I mean, I can't quote bars.
there's not any bars.
No, there's definitely bars there, dude. There's bars. If I were to go back and listen to it maybe 2 or 3 more times, I could pull out a handful of them for sure. But not only just did it have bars, in my opinion, flows, content.
So there was one bar that, all right, he used benefactor. That's been said a bajillion times in hip hop.
Sure.
But I'm not here to knock on the album. I don't want to knock on the album because it is a great fucking album. The only critiques I have for it is that I think that hip hop is in such a desolate place right now that it's like the album's getting like more shine than it should. But I don't want to say that because I think Killer Mike deserves to get his shit, he really is. And like really is. outside of rap,
he's the shit.
He's a brilliant guy and the music is great. Like I'm not hating on, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to like give a decent review, like be realistic about it in my opinion. And one thing I didn't like was it seemed like every feature was it was like a template. Like every feature was, besides a couple, was like Killer Mike verse, Killer Mike hook, like, and then the feature came at the end, like the Ty Dolla $ign, like
I noticed that too.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
but I think there was a strategy behind that.
Probably. I mean, he's a very fucking intelligent guy, but I just like, it felt like he made these songs and then was like, hey, you just do this on here. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because I've heard 50 Cent say it before. Whenever he had, I forget who he was talking shit about because 50 Cent's great at talking shit. But he was saying something about somebody and he was like, how you have somebody as a feature on your song and they're on the bridge, the chorus, and they got a verse and you have one verse and you say it's your song. No, that's their song.
Yeah.
So in order for him to have like Ty Dolla $ign or I mean, I can't call everybody else that was on there. There's some dope ass people, but people that I've never heard of. But he made sure to be like, nah, this is my shit. Yeah. You get a little shine on it, but this is my shit.
Andre had the dopest verse of the whole
Andre's
album.
verse, that made me feel so good.
The entire album. And I know that, like...
Well, we're biased. I think we're a little biased on that.
Yeah, but his shit was just...
Andre's the man, dude.
He is the man,
He's
but...
the fucking man, dude.
I'm very surprised that you said there was some bars on the album because like I thought it was like a lot of good rapping, and but the cadence never changed. Like he didn't have one song where he did a different. It was just like
Man, you can maybe go back and listen to this album.
go
man.
back and listen to
I'm
it.
gonna
Like
have to,
there
man,
was
because
there was no like he never like double timed except with the song with LP. He sped it up a little bit, which I don't even like double time, but it was just like I'm dun 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 dun. I'm killing Mike. No 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 no.
That song he did, one for the
Album's dope.
the one for the
Everybody
Gen-
listen. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to hate. I'm just trying to give my honest opinion. And if you left me to my own devices, I probably could never make an album that good. I'm not trying to be like a hater.
Dude, the
like,
storytelling
don't-
on it was so dope.
don't at
man.
me.
He's good.
No, very
but I'm,
much.
but I'm
He
biased.
had-
But I'm biased from Killer Mike, anyways. Though, just because I try to catch every one of his interviews. If he's on a podcast or a 5-minute clip or anywhere that he's speaking, I try to catch his shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, dude, this dude is art. He is just like so. He's like the perfect mix between like hood and articulate. I know T.I. be on that shit, trying to use big ass words and shit, and I'm like, T.I. is obviously the shit. But Killer Mike is just like an organically natural,
Yeah.
great blend of those, like just his knowledge of history and Atlanta and his culture and shit. I fuck. So when that album came out, I can't believe that shit came out in September.
Yeah.
And I just listened to it like 2 days.
Well, that's
3
why
days
when
ago.
you hit me up the other day and was like, "Yo, you checked out the Killer Mike," and I was like, "Yeah, I did," and I couldn't remember why I didn't finish it. And then when I started listening to it again, I was like, I remember because like 4 tracks in, I'm like, when are we gonna like do something a little different? Because it's just like the beats. Like I said, if the longer I go, the worse I'm gonna sound. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hate on it because I think as far as hip hop goes, like it's a great album and hip hop needed. It's like needed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it really is. But like you always say, it takes a lot to impress me with rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
like I
it
said, I'm
kind of
biased.
sucks because I would like dude, I fucking love Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Like I watch all his interviews. Like
Yeah.
I like him more as a speaker than I do as a rapper, but at the same time, like he's got a dope sound and he understands how to write music and bars and all that shit. But maybe I just went into it with these expectations of like
You went into it with the Step Brothers mentality.
yeah, just too high of expectations and like and at the end of the day, like I don't know, man. Bars to me got to be bars. You know what I'm saying?
Did you like the bars that Benzino dropped on Eminem?
Do you think those were his bars?
I think those were AI bars, dude. I swear to God, I think they were AI bars. He was like, "Oh, that's a good one." Wrote it down and he just took all that shit.
I'll say this: Eminem dropped the Doomsday Part 2 because Cordae and Juice WRLD had that role models, right? Isn't that the beat?
Yeah.
Or is it role models? Yeah,
Role models was that.
Yeah. So Cordae and Juice WRLD had the Role Models remix beat, and then so M did like a beat, and it's weird because like, as much as I like always hate on Eminem for like doing just this fast fucking complex rapping, he slowed it down in this new track that Benzino's responding to, and I was like, it just felt lazy, like the song that Eminem put out, you know?
Is Cordae. That's not Cordae. Cordae is the dude. Who's God, what's her name? Who did the song with Juice WRLD?
Cordae.
Who's the girl? It doesn't.
Coi Leray.
Coi Leray. That's what I'm thinking about. Is that Benzino's daughter, or somehow connected to Benzino some way?
I don't know.
I
I don't know enough about. I don't even like. I think that Eminem made the song because podcasting's gotten popular, and Benzino I think was on some podcast talking shit.
They're still at each other's throats, dude. How long these damn years?
But to me, like it felt like Eminem just came out of nowhere and was like, "I'm just gonna go talk shit about Benzino." You know what I'm saying? But I know M's not like doesn't. M's very meticulous, so like he doesn't like just talk about somebody just for the fuck of it.
That's her daughter, Coi Leray.
Oh yeah, okay, so that makes sense. But it just felt to me like, if you want my honest opinion, I feel like M put that song out as like some bait
Like
because he's
alley-oop?
like he's bored and he's like, please respond to this shit because I'm ready to like really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But he's already done that. Why would he? Why would he reignite
I have
that
no
flame?
idea. I don't understand this at all. I really don't because Benzino is not a rapper. Like he is a rapper. I'm saying like nobody. I've never met a person in my life that like respects or glorifies Benzino
Yeah.
as an MC, as an artist,
No,
or anything.
he had one hit song, and it wasn't even like a hit song back in the day.
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
Rock the party to the after party to the freak the party to the
Okay,
freak because
well,
it's like that kind of shit.
Yeah, he was a homeboy of some producer, and
Yeah,
fucking,
well, it's that 2002, 2003 era.
well, he was like he
Pump
started
it
the
up.
source, right? He's
Yeah.
like part of that shit. Yeah, you know, and I mean the beef goes way back, but
But the song that he dropped, dude, but whoever wrote that shit, there wasn't like
I
any.
heard somebody say Cassidy, and I was like, yo, that sounds like once I listened back
Why
to
would
it
Cassidy say that about Eminem, dude?
as Benzino.
Why? Nah, Cassidy fucks with Eminem heavy.
Yeah, but if Benzino was like, yo, I'll give you 10 racks to write a fucking diss song over. Yeah.
It kind of makes sense though. Now that
I
now you
mean,
say
I
it.
don't know that's true. I just, there was like rumors,
But the bar, there weren't like
when I
like-
listen, if you listen back to it and put Cassidy's voice to
Yeah,
it,
I'm
you're
doing
like,
it. I'm doing it in my head.
you're
now.
like, yo, like that might be, you might be on to something. Like if Cassidy wrote
He
that
didn't
shit.
have like heavy, like clever bars, but he was like hitting. Like he was saying some shit. Like the fucking bar where he says some shit like Shady Records sounds less like a name and more like a description. He talks about like all the people that have left the group or
Yeah.
left the label and he's dicked over, like quote unquote dicked over or whatever. Well, it fucked me up when he was like, "Yo, Yellow Wolf out here flopping." I was like, "Flopping? Under what standards?"
Industry standards,
Shit, dude, Yellow Wolf got a hell of a following.
yeah, for sure. But industry, like a flop in the industry is just like,
Sure, I get it.
yeah.
I get it, but
I mean, they said Wayne's last shit flop, Carter 5. They call that kind of a flop, and or was it 5 or 6? 5, 6 ain't came out yet. So 5, they were like, yo, it didn't. And the Carter 5 probably sold more than Yellow Wolf's last 6 projects combined. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
even though to us, I don't think like Yellow Wolf. If you ask Yellow Wolf, he'd probably be like, bro, like I ain't fucking worked in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I've just been having fun.
that's success. You know what I'm saying? I've been making music, touring. Like,
So
you
me-
can call me a flop all you want, but motherfucker, I ain't had to fucking pick up a hammer and fucking, or just have some dickhead breathing down my throat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I had to
saying?
struggle for it. I'm
yeah.
definitely making my money.
Right.
Damn, so I was talking to my man about it. His name's Michael too. Shout out Michael Hardwick. Damn, he was like, you think M's gonna respond? And you think we was talking about it and shit? And I was like, dude, he dissed all of Slaughterhouse pretty much except for Crooked Eye. Royce, Yella. I was like, dude, how dope would it be to be like a Slaughterhouse, like that shady BET cipher thing to just like on some hit 'em up shit. You know what I'm saying? For all them boys to come back and hit them back, that would be,
Yeah.
that'd be epic, dude.
These days, bro, I feel like either it feels like promotion, man. It feels like
Yeah,
either
and that sucks.
Benzino's about to do something,
that
or
sucks,
M's about
man.
to do something, or something. There's something.
Yeah, and
That-
something in the shadows about to come.
Yeah, you know?
It's like, kind of like the Cat Williams thing because
It's like the Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion shit.
I
Like,
was so disappointed in that Nicki Minaj
oh
song.
my
that was
god,
so
bro! Like,
disappointed, dude.
it reminds me. You know what that shit reminded me of was like that time, and because we're talking about Eminem, it reminded me of that time period where Eminem was on them accents and shit,
yeah.
and like you had to literally like be like, okay, tune out the accents and find the bars in there because he's spitting some shit. But it was so hard to turn off the fucking, you know,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
ain't
so hard to
going
get past
I'm singing like a and
She
like
kind of went back to that original Nicki style though. Like you remember
she's
that?
always done. Like,
Yeah, but
the
you remember that song that Nicki and Eminem did?
Monster.
motherfucking monster. Yeah, when she that weird little kind of thing.
Yeah, is that the song with him on it? I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. I think yeah.
I'm a motherfucking monster.
Yeah, something like that.
She did that shit.
And she went back, but like for like the last minute of the song, she just like talks, like whispers. Fuck you, Megan. It's like so fucking weird. I was like, I mean, she kicked some shit. I mean, she had a couple little bars in there and shit, but I was just like, nah.
Yeah, it wasn't it.
But,
It wasn't
but
it.
Megan didn't do anything with it either, though.
I didn't hear Megan's. She had a response to
No,
it.
that's Nicki's response to Megan's diss.
Okay.
The first song that Megan did, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why she was going at her. I thought it was just like, I think Megan just had a song and mentioned something. She didn't like do a whole diss record.
No,
right?
it was just it wasn't
just like a line or two.
Yeah, it was just like she like.
So
just
we're
threw it
probably
in there.
going to get a response from Megan, like a whole song
For sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the Megan. I am so anti Megan Thee Stallion, dude. I mean, I don't know who's out there that's listening is gonna be like, he's so fucking stupid. No, dude, I can't get down with that shit. And at first I wasn't really fucking with Cardi B, but I fucks with Cardi B. But you know what's weird is that Nicki has had more beef with female rappers than anybody else. Like they all go for Nicki. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. I think she has some beef with the City Girls.
Well, I mean, Nicki's kind of the GOAT. It's like him. Like, I mean, that's why I laugh when people are like, Eminem's not. Especially like it's weird. Like this day and age, like M used to be respected as an MC, and now people kind of like clown him and say he's not top 5. He's not a top, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude's like, I don't know, man.
Can you say the same thing about Jay-Z now though? Because when was the last time Jay-Z dropped some shit?
I don't know, man. Like Jay, I respect the fuck out of Jay, and like I love anybody that wants to fucking, like, I've had this debate before. Anybody want to debate me on Jay? I'm like, bro, I know more Jay-Z fucking lyrics than probably the biggest Jay-Z fan. Like, I know every fucking line, every song he's ever fucking put out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. Like, I love him, but he ain't top 5 lyrically. You know what I'm saying? To me, like he is like, he's number 1 as far as like the full total package. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put, and I've tried to explain that to people. Like I could put him in the GOAT conversation if we're just talking like style, charisma, like the influence, like, you know what I'm saying? Like those things, like, yeah, he's there. But lyrically, I mean, he's just like, I don't know, man. There's people that are way deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, fucking Sci-Hi the Prince. Like
Fabulous.
if we're just fabulous,
Go
like,
back and listen to some old Fabulous.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sci-Hi the Prince is dope, a good one.
And that's
too,
why I
though.
try to explain to people, like, every time we get in top 5 debates and shit, I'm just like, are we talking just lyrics, like strictly lyricism?
Or are we talking about like success?
Yeah,
because we're talking success. That there's no question Jay-Z and you know, like that. But no,
well,
right.
I'm saying, like, if we're talking not even just success, but just like cultural influence. Charisma, impact on the world. Like,
who's bigger than Wayne?
Tupac.
Tupac.
I mean, Tupac, like, he is not a top 5 lyricist.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even close.
And nobody should be able to try to debate, like, if somebody's like, who's the GOAT? Tupac. Okay. The GOAT of what? Just...
It's weird how people just, like, accept that, though. It's like somebody be like, Tupac's the best, and they be like, yeah.
Yeah. But if you say Wayne, somebody's like, what the fuck? Like, you're fucking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, huh? What? Well, why is it? If you say Jay, Big, Pac, Nas, like, if you say those
They're
guys,
safe.
You're safe. Yeah,
They're safe.
It's a safe pick. And that's what I mean. It's like, it's
nobody's
easy
gonna argue with you because, like, oh, this person obviously knows about hip hop. But it's like, do they really? Do they really?
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, Biggie was dope, but, like, I've said this before, like, I really like what Chris Rock said about Biggie. He's like, he's not even in my top 5, not even in my top 10. He put out 2 albums.
Yeah.
How can you say he was great? DMX was, by that same standard, if you would have went by DMX's first 2 albums, he'd go down as the greatest of all time.
Well, as a lyricist and as a, I don't know, man.
As a
We're
lyricist,
probably gonna
no.
catch some fucking haters.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
but
I'm saying for myself, like, as a lyricist, like, I'm probably gonna catch a lot of flack for this, but Pac, Biggie, Nas.
Don't say Nas.
What?
Don't say Nas.
I'm saying, like, they've never really dropped a bar, like a metaphor, a double on.
Nas, I probably can't come off off top of my head, but
Nas, I mean, I'm a huge Nas fan,
yeah,
but
we talk about Nas.
I mean,
Nas
I
is
fucking
Nas is
love
sick.
Nas,
Yeah.
but I, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got the backwards song and shit. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
dope.
And that shit's fire. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
thought provoking, but I can't say that about Jay. Like Jay has like keep one eye open like CBS. If everybody fall, if everybody beat you.
Go
Each
back and
other's
listen to
crutches.
Reasonable
Like,
Doubt.
like he's got a lot of
shit.
bars. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I feel like Nas, Pac, Big, like, and they're a victim of their time. You know what I'm saying? Like bars weren't like.
Yeah, you're right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Bars weren't-
have evolved into like having to have this double and triple meaning, which Eminem perfected, Lil Wayne perfected, Sci-Hi the
Dude,
Prince
and
perfected.
I know I said his name
Fabulous
twice,
perfected.
but I listened to it came across my shit today, my feed of it was a song off of I want to say it was the Carter 4, but it was Fabulous, Jewels, and Wayne. And this is fucked up to say, but Wayne had the weakest verse.
Yeah.
Fabulous kills his shit, dude. I forgot. I can't even remember the name of the damn song, but it's like Ain't Nothing, I think, or something like that. It's something like Nothing. I don't know. I think Nothing is in the
Oh, I think I know the song you're talking about.
dude. Fab just goes back to back of just like references and bars and like, dude, this dude is Fabulous is. A lot of people used to hate on Fabulous, man. He sounds just like Jack Paul when they wanted when you want. Oh, that sounds fucking stupid, but like the way that he rhymes was kind of like Lloyd Banks. Like everybody gives shit to Lloyd Banks, so he sounds like the Cookie Monster or whatever. But it's like, Mama, come yell at me. We could bring Tom and Melody. Like Tom and Penelope. Dude,
say
Fabulous is that
Fabulous.
shit, dude. Fabulous is the shit.
Breathe. That song, I still listen to that shit. You throw that shit on in the car right now, dog.
One
Shit.
to the two and the three.
Yeah,
Then you
it's
gotta
a classic,
breathe.
bro.
Dude, you know who else got some bars that I forgot about? I mean, I never really dug his style too much, but like the old Cameron. Go back and
Cameron,
listen to like old Killer Cam.
Man, I know you ain't about to do this because Cameron was my shit. Cameron, Jewels, Drag On. Drag On just, did you go listen to that EP when I said he dropped a new EP?
Didn't listen to it.
Bro, Drag On is so, like,
It's
that's
crazy
where
that
I got
he's
my
still
name.
doing it. I don't
He's
know.
not really still doing it. He just did it, I think, just to do it because he wanted to, I guess.
What's
I
the name
don't
of
know.
It's Fabulous, Joel Santana, and Lil Wayne. It's a Lil Wayne song, so it's on one of his albums.
Yeah. It's the fucking song that's done by. There's another one with Tech Nine. It's like
It's something like that, dude. I wish we could play Fabulous's verse on the mic and listen.
yeah,
dude,
but
just-
we'll get flagged.
It is so dope. Dude.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle, man? Fuck this music shit, dog. We'll go for an hour. We already went 30 minutes.
I always
fucking
catch
music,
shit
dog.
about saying I always catch shit about saying my favorite Ninja Turtle dude, and I was always Donatello.
Donatello is Donatello.
Because the go-to for every kid was Michelangelo. Why?
Because I'm Leonardo. Leonardo's my favorite.
But Michelangelo's like the comic relief.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody loved
Raphael was like the badass.
Yeah.
He was like the rebel.
Yeah, if you say Raphael, you got in trouble in school.
Yeah. Leonardo was he was a little bit of a kiss ass.
Yeah,
He was a little bit to Splinter. He was a little bit of suck up and a kiss ass and a little square.
Yeah.
But Donatello was just like, he fucked with Mikey.
Yeah.
Right, Mikey was his dude. They was a little comic relief together, and he was smart. So like,
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I would switch between Donatello and Leonardo, but I always stuck to Leonardo. But I think it's just because of like, I like the fact that like everyone. I just like the structure of Leonardo. Like, all y'all are, everyone's right, but let's find the happy median. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mikey wants to fuck around, and everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And Donatello, everything's fucked up, and we gotta figure this shit out. Like, it's
Donatello
all bad.
had a little bit of anxiety.
And then Raphael is like, let's go fucking kill everybody.
Let's just-
you know what I'm
let's just
saying?
kick the door in and do this
And
shit,
Leonardo was like, all right, so we gonna go fuck these boys up, but we gonna be careful, and everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I got all, like, everybody. And that's kind of how I like to live my life. Like, what's everybody feel? And then be like, all right, let's all y'all are right. But if we do it your way, we do it Raphael's way, one of us going to get fucked up. We do it Mikey's way, probably all of us
get fucked up.
We do it Donatello's way, like, you know, like a couple of us might get fucked up, but if we do it like all of our way, then
Well, Donatello was the overthinker.
yeah, for sure.
He was like, it might not even get done just because he goes
Yeah,
sit there
he
and
would.
analyze
Donatello
it.
would be like, yeah, if we do it Donnie's way, like none of us are gonna get fucked up, but everybody else gonna get fucked up because we just gonna like stay home and like
Yeah, be computer hacking.
yeah, and try to figure this shit out.
The other day I was and I rarely scroll through TV, but I was scrolling through TV and I caught like probably about 30 minutes into the first Ninja Turtle movie from, what was that, 1990 probably? Look it up.
Bro,
And
did you see?
It was such nostalgia just going back and watching. I mean, the graphics of their faces was all weird and shit.
Did you
but,
see
like,
them people
so
on
dope.
TikTok that? Are you talking about the first Jim Henson Ninja Turtle movie?
The first movie, like movie, not the cartoon joint. The
Right,
movie.
right.
Was that Jim Henson?
I'm pretty sure he did their shit.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like the same dude that did the Muppets and shit.
Yeah, Jim Henson for the Muppets. You know how he died?
I'm pretty sure.
Funny story. You know how Jim Henson died?
Huh?
A fishing hook. He got it stuck his hand or his finger or some shit, and he got tetanus and died. That might be way fucking wrong. All right, I'm just taking that from some old dude that I met one
That's
time.
funny you said that because you remember we were talking about Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it was on the podcast, but we were talking about how he died and shit,
Yeah.
and I was like,
MRSA, staph infection of some sort.
no, it was cancer.
I think he had cancer, but what killed him was he hurt his foot playing soccer.
See, that's what I always thought.
That's what I read.
Yeah, that's what I read. Like I don't know if this is a fucking Mandela effect or what, but I looked it up the other day because that new movie's about to come out, and I definitely want to see that shit. But
Oh yeah.
I looked it up because I was like, you know, they were like a lot like what happened was he had like myelioma or some kind of shit, you know what I'm saying, underneath his toenail. And when he went to the doctor attributed it to a soccer injury, thinking it was like an infection or a staph infection, but it ended up being a cancer that was misdiagnosed. Some myelioma, I don't remember. It's like a skin cancer or some kind of shit. I don't want to say melanoma, but it's like something in that.
Melanoma, I think it is a skin cancer.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. Like I just
So he
was
didn't
like,
die from MRSA or stat. He died from.
cancer.
Wow. I've been living a lie, dude.
I've been living a lie.
I've been telling everybody,
You know what I'm saying?
everybody,
If
anytime
I'm-
he gets brought
yeah.
up, I'm like, nah, he got stepped on with a cleat or some shit.
That's what I said. He was like, I said, I've always said that it's because he's Rastafarian, didn't wear shoes, didn't believe in modern medicine, was playing soccer, fucking got his toenail ripped off, got staph infection, and then ended up dying from it. Like,
Well, maybe
or something like that.
I know that he was like overseas, and he got sick.
Yeah.
And they flew him back. I think they flew him into like Florida, or something. And then I think this might be a total fucking outlandish lie, but I think he was like, all right, fine, I'll go to the doctor. No, nah, bro, too late. That might be an outlandish lie, but I think from what I read, he was like, all right, I don't want to die.
well, hey, we have to go watch the movie.
Dude,
find out.
Mason told me that Ziggy Marley plays him.
He looks just like him.
I mean,
Ziggy Marley? I don't know, bro.
I don't. I think it's one of his sons. One of the Marley
I
sons.
don't think it could be Ziggy because Ziggy was probably like 40 something now. I mean, Bob Marley was born in 1945 and he died in 1975. You know what I'm saying? So like his son would be 50. So this has to be like maybe one of his grandkids or something.
Who plays Bob Marley in the new movie coming up, Jeffrey?
But I was going to tell you before we switch to this, did you see, speaking of the original Ninja Turtles movie, did you see them people on TikTok or whatever that went and found the house in that original movie where they went out to the country and like
That's where
Leonardo was all fucking
I
sick
know
and
how
shit and almost
it was,
fucked
it was
up?
Raphael.
Raphael.
That's where I caught
Almost
the movie.
died?
When I turned the movie on, the Foot Clan came in and they was all joking. They started kicking ass, but then the house caught on fire. Then the intense music comes on. And they start fighting and they change their faces up to get all mad and weird shit. Got like dramatic and shit. But it was at that point.
It was Raph that was sick when they went to that house?
Yeah, because he was in the bathtub.
Oh, okay. Leo went out. Okay, I'm thinking because Leo goes by like the tree and he's like meditating and shit.
Yeah. Raph was sick and Splinter was kidnapped.
Right.
Dude, go back and watch that
Dog,
movie.
that
That
movie
thing
is
will
fire,
get you,
bro.
dog.
I was so mad when they came out with the 2 new ones and shit because
Which doing? Like the brand
like the
new
brand new ones because I was like, we can't like how does that one look more? How does that one make you feel more connected to them than the new ones? Because the new ones are all like
90s,
digital and shit.
90s, dog.
It's not that. It's like these motherfuckers were people in suits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they had the movement of people. Like all that fucking computer animated shit. Like it just doesn't.
They were good. They were entertaining.
They were, but like
The
we don't
CGI
have.
one wasn't
think of
as
the
much.
makeup and shit we have now.
Right.
Like we could have. They
Right.
could have made like people.
Yeah.
Turtles. You know what I'm saying?
The one that Michael Bay did, he did 2 of them. The ones that Michael Bay did, they were overdone. They overdid the Ninja Turtle thing, but they were cool. The brand new one, this one that just came out,
That one's fire.
That one was fire.
Yeah.
But the 2
But
that
they
Michael,
didn't try to like. That's cartoon.
Yeah.
Like the Michael Bay one was like.
Michael Bay one was like it was a Michael Bay movie. It was Transformers and
Transformers is fire.
Transformers is fire, dude. I mean, I watched.
But
I
the
watched
new
both
one
of them.
wasn't that good. I don't know. I don't even want to say it's not that good, but I just didn't.
I think it
couldn't
just
get
got
through
played.
it
I think it got played out.
because it just came out.
The new Transformers.
Yeah, you ain't seen that Rise of the Beast? It just came out like a few months
Oh,
ago.
the joints that's got like
The gorillas
and
and shit in it?
yeah.
But Shia LaBeouf
Channels.
just
Dude, Shia LaBeouf, he was in the first three. The third one wasn't as good, but the first 2, fire. You want to hear a random fact about Michael Bay? Damn, Scarlett Johansson. Have you ever seen the movie The Island?
yep with
Great-
Leo.
No, not Shutter Island. That's Shutter Island.
No, the island where like it's not that's not what's the one with Leo where he
Shutter Island.
no.
On the island, yeah, Shutter Island is the one where he.
That's a movie, but there's another one where like these kids end up on this fucking island and it turns into like some Lord of the Flies shit. They start killing each other. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it. It's not called The Island?
No, the movie that I'm talking about is this movie called The Island. Scarlett Johansson's in it. Basically, what it is there is this island where they're producing clones for very, very rich people. Right? So, like, let's say you're a billionaire and your wife can't have babies because of some birth defect or some mutation where she just cannot produce babies. If you have enough money, you can produce a clone of exactly your wife that can have babies. But this clone will never leave the island. It'll have your babies and then they'll whack her. You know what I'm saying? But on the island, what they do is they tell all these clones, like, because they're humans and they're able to, they brainwash them. They like put them through this rigorous thing. So they all have these stories in their heads of like, there's been an apocalypse and we're living here. What?
You're right.
About the island? Okay. Damn, there's been this apocalypse. We all live here. We're safe and the outside world is fucked up. But in reality, they're just fucking clones. So there's this rich dude who's like, he got stupid amounts of money and he's died like 5 times. But he always has a clone to like bring him back to life with a heart or a liver or some shit like that. And Scarlett Johansson and this other dude are both, I'm going way too far into the story. The basics of the Michael Bay statement that I made is Scarlett Johansson wanted to get fully naked in that movie.
Oh, I think you
And
told me
Michael
about
Bay said no.
it. No.
I was
What
like,
the
damn.
fuck,
I was
dude?
like, fuck you, Michael
Fuck
Bay.
Michael Bay.
That's fucked up,
Yeah.
dude.
Is he the same dude that's going down in fucking submarines and shit? Or that's James Cameron?
James Cameron
It
did
might be Michael Bay.
Avatar, Titanic, those big movies.
Yeah.
He don't do many movies. He just does a really,
Might
really
have been
big
James Cameron. That was
Leo was in Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
The beach.
The Beach. The
That's
Beach.
the movie I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Where they go to that beach or whatever.
yeah.
It's
I haven't seen the whole thing, but I know the movie you're talking about. They're all in bikinis and,
there's
all
like
super
and there's
sexy
like
and all
a
that.
girl who's like the queen kind of shit.
I haven't seen the whole movie, but I know the context of it pretty much.
That's a dope ass movie.
So yeah, but no, dude, you go back. I don't know who did the. I wonder if the first director of the first Ninja Turtle movies did the second one. Because The Secret of the Ooze was fire. That was like when I was a kid. That was like my favorite joint. But in reality, going back and looking, the first one was the best one. And
For sure. The second one was the best one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but the first one was super dope.
We went to the
Third one's when it started to fall off.
The third one was when they I think it was like a time travel situation. They go back to Japan,
which was still dope, but
it was
just
cool.
like
It was cool, but it was like
they were running out of shit.
it's like Home Alone 3. Home Alone 3 was whack as fuck. You know what I'm saying? The first two Home Alones, dope as shit.
Yeah, fuck, man.
I seen this thing the other day. It was probably about 2-3 weeks ago now. But do you remember whenever the dude, it was a viral mugshot of the black dude, and he had like this ginormous neck?
Yeah.
That was funny, but what was funniest was the comments, like all the shit that people were saying. They were like, "Yo, this motherfucker could swallow cold peanut butter," or some shit like just like all these shit. So the comments were funny on that shit. But what I seen the other week was like, "Yo, that dude got out of jail and went to the chiropractor."
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you imagine the tools they had to use on this motherfucker?
Oh, yeah. How you gonna...
Sledgehammer to crack his neck? I got Wakaya!
Yeah, how you gonna crack his neck, dog? You gonna need fucking bolt cutters.
Telling you. And then I seen the dude. Do you remember that when that dude went viral because he was like this like supermodel? He was like a mixed light skin.
Yeah.
He went like super duper viral because everybody was like, "Oh my god, he's so hot" and all that shit. It's like, do you know what he's in jail for? Like, you wouldn't think he was so hot if you knew he was in jail for. I forget what it was. I think it was like kidnapping and all kind of crazy shit like that. But he got out of jail or whatever.
He became a model.
And shit.
Yeah.
Somebody signed him up.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, like how, like what?
In this day and age, that's how you make it, dude. Just go viral.
That's all you gotta do, man. That fucking dude with the neck, though, they did have some fire ass fucing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I forget they were saying.
Did you
what he
see
got
like? And then he met the dude with the long ass neck. Just take half his neck and give it to him and shit, man.
I seen a video the other day. It was like a dad saving a kid from falling off a boat. And he like grabbed him by his head and pulled him back up on the boat. And they were like 15 years later, it's this long ass neck. Like, yeah, no shade.
Well, what was the other dude? Like, he fucking snuck into the little machine at Chuck E. Cheese when they were fucking whack-a-mole and that motherfucker.
Try to fucking try to kick a door in with his neck, with his head.
See you next week.
The comments are so good on that shit, dude. Some of those comments that get me. I heard there was this rock band, and they did some shit like first off, like when you find like one of them rock bands singing like them death metal or thrash metal, whatever kind of metal it is, where they do that like whatever is this dude, and he was just like singing at a festival. It was an outdoor concert, and he just went. Just all these fucking went from this huge range of like extreme thrash metal shit, and then the comments were fucking brutal, dude. It was like when I'm trying to explain the car sounds to my mechanic, it's like what? But dude, apparently it takes a lot of control to make those noises, like to sing like that.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, yeah, it definitely does. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's like the equivalent. Like, some people are so good at that. Like, they're the fucking, like, Whitney Houston of that.
The Whitney Houston of that. Yeah.
Like, because, like, if I try to do that shit right now, I'll do, like, one note, and then I'll be like,
yeah,
like, it'll just scratch the shit out of my...
They just got to have a knack for it. Like Lewis. Like, Lewis has a great screaming... rock voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what's the dude from Adam Levine? Who's Adam Levine? He's from
Maroon 5.
No, the other dude, the dude that was the lead singer for Queen. Adam
for Queen.
Yeah, he took over and started touring with Queen. He's a gay dude. He was from American Idol.
Oh, that's Adam. Is it Levine?
No, Adam Levine is from.
That's Maroon 5, right?
Maroon 5, yeah. His name's Adam something.
Yeah, you're the dude that's like what do you want?
What do you want? That is his song.
What do you want from
That
me?
is his song. Who sing? His name's Adam something.
Yeah, he was on American Idol.
He was on American Idol.
Look up Adam American Idol. That's his name.
But he took over for Queen.
I think it's Adam Devine or something.
Yeah, no, Adam Devine's an actor. He's the dude from
Workaholics.
Great, dude. He's such a good actor.
Adam
Lambert. That's his name. Adam Lambert. That's his name.
Look it up.
He
Good
has
job,
a
Jeff.
good job.
Good
man.
job, Fula.
He has a great screaming voice, like a great rock singing voice. But
I always said he reminded me of Lewis. Like he's got that range where he can do the falsettos. But my thing is like I like screaming like Lewis does, but I don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get down with that death metal
But
shit.
there are people
And
that
so-
love it, dude.
I think it's people that, like, this is what I do anytime because, like, some dudes I work with, like, love metal and shit, you know what I'm saying? But they don't listen to lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
I can't understand lyrics when you're doing that.
But I don't know if anyone can, but they like the music because this shit. They're like, yeah,
Shit
it's
just
played
jams.
it's played in fucking 3/7.
It jams, dude. It's just-
like, yeah, but they
Yeah, I
just
get
like
it.
the technicality
Yeah.
and the drums behind it, and I'm like, I don't know what none of that shit. Like, that sounds cool, but if I can't understand what the fuck they're saying,
Yeah, it makes
and
all
when
for
I
naught.
hear a motherfucker that's like, I'm like, I instantly are like, my dad didn't love me, my mama never hugged me, my dad is an asshole. Like,
but if you
what's
look
the
those
movie?
lyrics
What's
up-
the movie where he says that? You're right. I hate my fucking father. Is that Big Daddy? Or?
Yeah, it is Big Daddy. He's like, take it easy,
See,
buddy. He says, like, look at this guy. He probably was a nice kid. And he was
Yeah.
he's like, hey, you got the score in the Jets game? Fuck you.
Yeah.
He's like, you're mad at your dad, not me. He's like, you're right.
I hate my fucking father. And that's just how I feel. Like, I don't like, a lot of the death metal bands I feel that way about. I'm like, you're mad at your dad, you're mad at God, you're mad at Jesus, and like all of a sudden you're like, and you didn't have friends, and you're like, fuck everybody, I hate everybody.
I've seen people like do that voice online, and this is gonna sound fucked up, so I hope y'all's community don't come for us. They're all dorks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the only thing that they're good at is
Yeah.
that, and it's like that's their crowd, so they go into it. Or how about the people who like I've seen multiple videos, but they'll put like some future music behind it, but they're like the people that dress up in all black and do the fucking dancing type shit. They dress like they're fucking like Mad Max and
Yeah.
like that shit.
But
That's all
that's
a
my
bunch of-
thing is like I love that y'all found your people and y'all
Yeah.
have like a thing to
Sure.
do. But I will say like whatever happened, like you know
not
what I'm
your
saying?
fault.
Like
It's not your fault.
It's
It's not
like
your fault. It's not
that's
your
all I'm saying, bro. It's
But, yeah.
it's a good way to release your trauma and shit, but it's just like I don't know, man.
You know
It's
what-
hard for me to get behind because like I hate when people are just like things have happened to you, so you're like fucking I'm the angel of death. I'm darkness. I'm fucking you're a fucking Christian.
Why do you think people go that way, though?
I'm fucking dark.
What do you
I'm
think the depth of
twisted.
it is? You know what I think it is? I think it's that they think that if you're evil enough, you got like if you have nothing to lose, if you go like down this evil path, that nothing can touch. If you just go to the lowest of lows of the bad or the wrong or the evil, nothing can harm you.
Yeah,
It's like
I think
their wall
I
that
think
they
it's
put up.
that, and I think it's also like when you suffered like a lot of trauma or deep loss and shit like that. I think a lot of people are like, I don't ever want to feel that again.
Yeah, but
So,
some of these
like,
people doing that because their parents got divorced. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew kids in school
Yeah,
that
yeah,
dressed
yeah.
like that and
Yeah.
acted like that, and it was all like, "Don't you live in
Yeah.
this nice ass neighborhood?" Yeah, but
Well-
my parents don't love me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they just don't love each other anymore. You
Well,
fucking weirdo.
that's what we were talking about with Will. You know, when I was like, you know, this shit's happened to me, and I'm sorry if I don't feel sorry for you because your dad left your mom and started fucking some other dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, boo hoo. But I've always said like you can't, and I said it with Randall too, like, because he was like, I'm sorry if I'm doing this. And I was like, bro, you can't compare stories. Not Randall Fowler, like your boy Randall.
Shouts
Like,
out.
Don't compare stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like if whatever the fuck is your worst thing that's happened to you is the worst thing that's happened to you. I'm not gonna be like, that's the worst thing that happened to you. That's
I'm not
fucking-
gonna one up
that's-
you on your fucked up shit. Yeah.
Bro, thank you for saying that. I cannot fucking stand a one upper where it's like, you know what I'm saying? I cannot stand when a motherfucker you're like when you show up and be like, damn man, my fucking knee is really like my fucking back,
Yeah, you
dude.
think
Like,
your knee?
fuck, I just had 2 disc replacements.
knee hurts, you
Ugh,
pussy?
fucking- yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Or
like I
you're
broke
like,
all of these fingers.
yeah. Or you're like, man, my parents just got divorced. Be like, psh, my fucking mom's dead,
Yeah,
Alan.
my dad killed my
At least
mom.
you have them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dog, like it don't have to go that deep. Like just like be like
Little empathy.
I guess what I'm saying is just like, yeah. I know we're sitting here busting balls and talking shit and being like, because we don't understand why motherfuckers do it. like I don't understand it, but if that's your thing, do your thing, boo boo. I ain't hating on it. You know
I
what I'm
find
saying?
myself doing that a lot though, and I've over the years, it's harder for me to hide that I'm just like bored when somebody goes into their like,
Yeah,
I got it so bad, dude.
yeah. Well,
And it's really, you know what's really weird is when I hear young people, like really, really young people saying their problems. Like,
oh my god, dude, they're.
oh my
Yeah.
god! I try to keep it together, but so I find
Oh my
myself.
god, the fucking internet wasn't working today, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Dude, when you were younger, did you have a rotary phone in your house? This sounds so fucking weird.
yeah.
Did you have the little?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
talked about this the other day.
Shit, my granny had one,
Yeah,
but it
one.
was my granny had one, but it was like even. I'm not this fucking old, but this shit was retro. But she had one of the joints that like you take off the
Have
thing.
we
and
talked
had the,
about this? I
had
think we
the
talked
little
about it.
fucking,
Yeah, you got to do the whole like.
it had the earpiece and the fucking the yeah, you know what I'm saying. She had the rotary phone, but it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
Like it was literally just like a little fucking
Yeah,
cone.
like
you
a-
know
like
what I'm
a- like
saying?
a- yeah.
yeah. You put it you put
I
that
remember
to your ear, and you got to stand and
Yeah.
talk into the fucking
I've seen it
little
on
box.
TV.
Like,
Operator.
no, yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember like I seen a video the other day. This is probably about a year ago. I say the other day. It was probably about a year ago. I seen a video and there was these parents like making fun of their kids because they would hand them a cassette player and they'd be like, "See if you can get it to do something," and they couldn't figure it out. And the comments were lighting these kids up like, "Oh my god, these kids have it so bad." I'm like, "Do you know how to start a Model T? You go out there and crank it and do it like there's like you gotta
Yeah.
like cluck like a chicken standing face east and do like there's like
Bro, that's like
we're
when
gonna
I,
tease you because you don't know how to do that. Like these kids didn't grow up with
No,
it.
that's like when I drive Gina. Like I literally pull up to gas stations and I fucking leave it running with the doors unlocked and walk inside as an invitation to be like, if
Bet
you
can't
know
drive
how to
it.
drive this
Bet you
shit,
can't drive it.
like first of all, get it in reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
that's the
if
best.
you know how to drive this shit, you can have it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You're
in 20
anti-theft. You just put it in front of a curb. Motherfuckers
exactly.
can't back it
Yeah, I
up.
just fucking pull it up and I'm like, dog.
Hey, you laugh, and I remember the time you couldn't get that bitch in
I
reverse.
I know.
Shit's great. dude.
I had to pull through and be like, I don't know, this German ass shit. But
Fucking
regardless, the fucking stick shift is like fucking
Obsolete. It's become obsolete.
nobody knows how to drive that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad I learned.
But speaking of people like feeling fucking like sorry, like cause we were talking about the Luke Combs shit that just happened a while back. It just happened a while back, but not that long ago. But where the lady was selling like his Tumblr, like
Yeah.
tumblers with his fucking face online and all that shit, and then his lawyers sued her, and she owed him $250,000 fucking
Stupid
dollars.
money.
Yeah,
Stupid
money. But at the same time, I'm like, she puts out like this whole thing, and they do a fucking news story on it, and she's like, I'm fucking. It's just like
$8,000 in debt now, or something.
yeah, but not just that. She's like, I got a fucking rare cancer. My dog died last week. My husband left me. I'm living out of my car. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole fucking spiel. And then Luke Combs is like, sends her $11,000 fucking dollars
Hey,
and
did the
tells
noble
it.
thing. That was
He
dope.
really did. Like I'm not knocking Luke Combs at all, but it's just funny that like you're fucking. You know it's wrong. Like I don't care what nobody says. At the end of the day, she knew what she was doing was wrong. Like
If she didn't, then there's something wrong because, like, everybody knows you get.
Yeah,
If
the way
YouTube
they-
will put you off if you play the wrong song. Like, everybody has their copyrights. You can't use their likeness.
thank you. That's what I'm saying.
She
Because
probably, in this day and age, she definitely knew. But
Definitely knew.
I think she was probably looking at it like, ain't nobody gonna know. Like, I'm just gonna sell a couple.
I don't think
of
she
them
was
and shit.
being like nefarious. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know what
Or
that means.
malicious. She
Okay.
wasn't being like. She wasn't trying to like take advantage of Luke Combs, but she
No.
was just like, you know, fucking Walmart sells these tumblers and people love Luke Combs. Like she saw a niche and she's trying to fill it. Like she wasn't trying to be a fucking billionaire off of tumblers. Like You know what I'm saying? But
That was a petty move. They could have just honestly, like his lawyers could have just said stop, just stop. We're not going to sue you for $250,000.
Well,
we know you.
well, they did. Yeah, they did.
So she kept. Oh, that's right. It went into her junk mail. So they kind of. That's what it was.
Like that. Yeah,
that's what it was.
They sent her a cease and desist and was like, "Yo, don't sell no more of these shit. You got 21 days to comply.
Right.
Take the shit off your thing. If not, you gonna owe us $250,000."
She never got the email, so I went to the judge, and the judge, I guess on paper, it looked like she was saying, "Yo, fuck y'all, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do."
But the way my mind works, she got the fucking email and was like, "This ain't real, fucking." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I sold 20 of them.
Some little fucking Florida lady. I've only made $400 off of these shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sell 100 other fucking things. You know what I mean? Like, probably thought it wasn't fucking real. But
my wife made me a New York Giants cup one time. Do we owe the Giants?
I mean, it's definitely illegal.
She just put their little symbol on my
100% illegal.
It is. I get it. They were talking about it on one of the podcasts. They were talking about like the AI shit. It was Bruce Willis. What were they talking about on? Was it Brilliant Idiots? I hate to make this into a damn.
They were talking about what?
Bruce Willis with the AI shit, because you know how I think it was.
Oh yeah, he sold his likeness.
But yeah, he sold it. But like a lot of actors are being like, "Yo, you can't do that to our shit," because it's like AI has become so advanced and so sophisticated that they can straight up do anything with you. Dude, did you see like Taylor Swift, what they did with Taylor Swift? Like with her, like making her like all these damn like scandalous pictures of her like half naked. Because you remember when like before AI came out, there was this thing called deep fakes.
Yeah.
Right? Where they would take like these porn actresses and shit, would like put like the face of whoever's famous. And like, and it's like, dude, that's not me. Like, it's weird that the AI can do that now. Well, they're starting to do that shit now where like pictures, I mean, they're outrageous pictures, but they're like, they look so real of like Taylor Swift half naked in the locker room with the Chiefs and all this, like, you know, all that shit. And people are like fighting against it because it's become so easy for AI to do it. But Bruce Willis is like, I can't do shit else. You might as well, take it.
Yeah.
Pay me because I can't act no more. This man done lost teeth and shit. Like, he's in bad shape.
That's what I heard.
He's in bad shape, dude.
But I think too, like, it's probably helping celebrities because you know what I'm saying. Like, think if you're fucking Brad Pitt and some fucking naked picture of you comes out. You know what I'm saying? That you sent to fucking one of your little side pieces, and you're like, that's AI, and everybody's like, probably like Brad Pitt. There ain't no way this is really Brad Pitt. You know what I'm saying?
Got one.
So like it goes both ways to me because like now you could just be, or you could literally be like, hey, I wanna shoot a fucking porno, but it's gonna be this big publicity stunt, but we're gonna say it's AI.
Just say it's AI.
You know what I'm saying? And like you could do the whole. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like, the fucking waters are muddy,
dude. Dude. I've said this time and time again. I don't know if I've said it on this podcast, but I've said it to people out loud. Human beings are going to outsmart themselves. We are going to be our own demise by just creating.
We always have been, bro.
And the AI is like the step in that direction of just of self-destruction.
I kind of feel like, and I've always
that and sex dolls.
Yeah.
Sex dolls.
I don't know.
Sex dolls getting off the chain, dog.
I've kind of always felt like the world was way more advanced than they say. Like I don't, you know me. Like I don't believe nothing they say about history. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Like I really, it's not that I don't believe it. I think it's like the most logical thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that history is always written by the victors, like whoever won. You know what I'm saying? Like,
touche. Right.
Like whoever went to that country and fucked them people up, and then they had their people write what happened, and then we all are like, yeah, that's what happened. They went over there, and the fucking Indians started fucking attacking them, and so they had to do what they had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Prime example from a movie reference, the movie 300. Right. In the movie 300, whenever like the what's his name, Xerxes and Leonidas meet, and he's like, I'll make you, if you bow to me or what, I'll make you warlord of Greece and all this and that. And he's like, nah, fuck that and fuck you. He's like, nobody's going to know about this. I'm going to burn the history books. I'll completely destroy your legacy. Like nobody aside from this generation will know, and whoever in this generation knows or speaks it, I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Like they'll do away, dude. Human beings are cruel,
That's what I'm saying.
cruel
Like,
beings. Go back to Constantine the Great, and this I really don't want to take a left turn into religious land, but like that's why Christianity became what it is. It's because of
well, that's why
Constantine the
like
Great.
a lot of the holidays coincide with pagan ritualism
holidays, yeah.
because Constantine was like, half these people are pagan, half these people are Christian, and he made it all Christian. But he was like, to appease them, like.
Yeah, I have to look back into it, but I think I've heard it pretty well, and I think the gist of it is he met somebody that turned him Christian, and he was like, being that he was like the high ruler of the masses, was like, if you don't get down with what I get down on some King Jong-un shit, if you don't get down with what I get down with, you'll be slaughtered. You know that Kim Jong-un has the people not convinced, but nobody can speak out loud that this is untrue, that he doesn't take a shit.
Yeah, did you know that when the first time he ever played golf, he hit 18 hole-in-ones?
I didn't know that. Incredible.
He shot an 18.
An 18 round of golf. He has the people of, what is it, North Korea?
But I think that too is
That
a lot
he has never taken a shit.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that is propaganda. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like.
Absolutely. He has a team doing it. He has a team pushing that shit. I'm sure he okays it.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like they say that over in North Korea, like there's murals of Americans fucking bayoneting Korean babies and shit. Like it's the same shit that they're teaching them about Americans. America's teaching us about them. You get what I'm saying? Like, so we don't really know what's true.
Yeah.
Because if you were a North Korean and raised in North Korea, you would think Americans are just like evil, like just barbaric, and that's what America's teaching us about North Korea. You know what I'm saying?
I guess the same thing if you was German in 1938, thought the Jews were the enemies.
The Holocaust isn't real.
Oh, forgot you don't believe in history, dude. You know what's weird?
No. Hold on, let me back up. Like
Holocaust was definitely real.
Yeah, I absolutely.
You know what's
that,
fucked
bro.
up is I had to do when I was in my early years of college, I had to pick a major historical figure to do a report on, like an 8 and 10 page report or some shit like that. And I forget who the Julius Caesar and all these people. I chose Adolf Hitler, not because I liked Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay, not because I liked Adolf Hitler, because I thought he would be easy to write about. There's so much, and then that shit was like a little over 100 years ago, less than 100 years ago at the time. It's still less than 100 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like 1940, 1942. So I did this shit, and I found out that the whole let's start killing Jews wasn't even his idea. It was whoever like his team was like. They were rounding up all these, Jewish people in these camps, and they were like, "Yo, Adolf, like, we got them all. I mean, what are we gonna do with them?" And he was like, "Yeah, you don't know," or however you say it.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Deutschen.
"Well, we could do the, I think it was like the final resolution. There was a name for it. They're like, we'll just start killing them." Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Yay!" I don't know how you say yes in German, but he was like, "Yeah, do that." So basically, he just signed off on it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Hitler he will definitely go down as one of the most evil people in history, for sure.
Oh yeah, he believed in eugenics and like there was a superior race.
He should. He's a major piece of shit. If I could go back in history, I could kill a baby and I would kill Adolf Hitler. But it wasn't his master plan. It was their plan that he just okayed.
Said it was a Muslim convinced them to do it.
A Muslim.
Oh, I'm sure.
What was the name of it? Was it the Final Solution?
They don't say a name.
There was like a Operation Final Solution. Let's just start killing Jews.
Well, that's it's funny because I had to do the same thing. I had to write a historical figure or whatever, and I picked William Shakespeare.
I think he was on the table.
And you might have had to do the same thing where you had to like turn in your draft, and they.
Yep.
So I turned in my draft, and the lady was like, "This is phenomenal work, but maybe lay off the conspiracy."
What was your conspiracy part? I didn't know there was a conspiracy with him.
What? He didn't write none of that shit.
Shut up.
Bro, crazy.
Shut up. Look that shit up. William Shakespeare ain't writing none of his shit. Get the fuck out of it.
What happened? All right, so this is what happened. So
This was like the 1400s. What was Shakespeare?
yeah, around that time. And what happened was there was all these dukes and earls and like kings and shit at that time.
Right.
And poetry and shit like that was considered like, I don't want to say soft, but a duke couldn't like submit his work to be published in like that type of way. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I follow.
So what the conspiracy is that all these kings and dukes and shit like that kind of like hired Shakespeare, and they wrote their works and put it under Shakespeare's name. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know who Peter Dinklage is? Everybody should.
Yeah.
So he has a movie. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, there is a movie about it. Yeah.
It's similar to. It's pretty much the exact same.
Yeah,
thing
that's about Shakespeare.
So he was in love with the girl, but he was dope at writing poetry.
Yep.
But the dude was like, I can't write poetry, and I can't be seen as this soft, sensitive ass dude. She's like, I got you, bro. You do this for me, and I'll write you. But meanwhile, yeah. So that just reminded me of that. And I think it was.
But there's a lot of people who believe that
Damn.
Shakespeare's works are just a compilation of all these people who couldn't put their name on it, and he got. You know what I'm saying?
Says it didn't even exist.
You don't went to the dark web with that shit.
That's not even his real name.
Billy
I'm telling you,
Shakes
there's a
wasn't there?
dope ass movie about that shit. I'll look it up after this, and you should watch that shit for sure. But in honor of fucking Tanner Bean, kiss old Wayne's ass. If y'all ain't seen that one, man, that was our last episode. Go check that shit out, man. For real. He's on his way. When's this shit coming out? What's next? Oh,
Who's next? Who's coming down next? Tanner Bean just came out, didn't it?
yeah.
Who?
Dropped today.
Tanner Bean
No,
dropped today?
Tanner dropped today, but
Who do we got? coming out?
next week's Mac Rich, but the week after that, I think the 15th. What's the 15th and Thursday?
Oh, that's the 1 year with Dusty.
Yeah, we got Dusty coming on.
Oh, we're doing the 15th.
But
The annual.
we'll be shooting a podcast, but we were talking about Tanner. If you're in the Goose Creek area, man, go check him out at the VFW in Goose Creek on Red Bank Road.
When?
The 15th.
Oh, let's go.
We're going to be shooting a pod.
Is it a Thursday?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was hoping it was the day. Since we had to reschedule the day, I was be like, man, we should just go over there and shoot a vlog and shit.
Day after Valentine's.
No, the 15th is a Wednesday.
Nah, the 14th's a Wednesday, Valentine's Day. The 15th's the Thursday. Either way, man, y'all go check out Tanner Bean, man. Super dope fucking artist. Let me just say, Killer Mike's album's dope as fuck. Jay-Z's the GOAT. They got mad fucking bars. I'm just a lowly soul at the feet of your highness. Raphael is the worst Ninja Turtle. What other controversial shit did I say? The Holocaust was real. Adolf Hitler's a scumbag. William Shakespeare wrote all his shit. What else did I fuck up? Either way, Cousin Sal, Waterboy. We had to come on here for a free game episode, man. We ain't done it in a minute, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. Check out them motherfucking water drops. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
Yeah.
If I didn't, it wouldn't hurt like fuck the issue. That's another issue. Another birthday, another box of tissue. Vibing with the bottle like I'm talking with you. Wonder if you miss talking to me. I see you living toxic but free. If you talking, I bet the topic is me. How I'm wrong for being all I could be. I guess it's my fault. Failure's not an option for me.